Welcome to Cooking with Avo once again. So we're going to be making quiche, and yes, this is a very simple quiche recipe. All you need is your pastry base and your vegetables. So I start off with the flour, then I added in some curry powder with nutmeg and salt. Yes, then I added in the margarine. You can also use butter or oil, whichever works for you. The quantities are in the description button below. So do well to check it up as well. Do well to subscribe as well, to like and to share as well. Yes, this is a simple recipe. Everybody should know how to do and do some for the family. So yes, you want to rub it in for everything to blend in perfectly. Yes, once that is done, then we're going to just create a little hole or something in there for the water to go in. So you just need to rub this in properly. Then you can add in water. Please add the water in bits. You want to form a ball, but you don't want it to be too soft in there, and it shouldn't be too dry as well, but it should feel good. Yes, so this measurement and everything, you can get it in the description button below. So I'm just going to mix it up or clean it up. No, I'm not going to clean it because I clean that now. So I'm just going to rub it in and then mold it into a ball. Yes, I want to get everything all together into a ball format. If you go and then work it out too much, or you stretch or you knead it, you end up getting like some stretchy pastry dough. And quiche and pies and all those ones, you want it to be short. If it's going to be short, you need to be careful of how you're handling it. If you want it to be short, you need to have enough butter in there or margarine in there as well. It's no also. Now if you meanwhile now you don't get a flakiness in there. So once I form my ball with it, I'm going to proceed to roll it out. Yes. So I'm just going to roll this with my rolling pin. And as much as possible, make your dough as flat as possible. Very, very flat. And then depending on the size of your patty tins, you can then cut out the shape. So usually I just use my little nephew's baby feeding bowl, which helps like gets me extra shape around, and I can easily push it into the patty tins. It shouldn't be the same size in. So once you're done, you just have to just put them into the patty tins properly, and then you go. Now, if your patty tin is especially the local one or the aluminium one, which is not glazed or non-stick DNBA, make sure that you grease it. Even for these ones, sometimes they can be a bit stubborn. So the best thing to do is to always grease your pans before you put them in. So as you cut the circles, you get some left. So once you just keep like repeating the whole process, the leftovers, you just form them and to like group it together, roll it out, cut it into circle, fill your patty tin till you're done. But please make sure you get it as thin as possible. You don't want it to be too thick. So roll it out to be as thin as possible. And so like I was saying, make sure you grease your patty tins. Any margarine and also oil be now they are fame. Just grease it properly so that it doesn't stick into it and it comes out easy when you are done. But then I place the leftovers or what was remaining into it. That goes into the oven to be baked. You can do this for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes is okay. Just give it medium heat, like 180 degrees, 5 minutes. That's okay. Then in this one, I used 6 eggs. That's depending on the quantity you are doing. So you just need your eggs. You need to then add in your milk. Yes, milk gives you some extra nice flavor in there. Yes, and sometimes when I have the how do you call it, the opportunity, sometimes I use coconut milk. Yes, when you use coconut milk, it's nicer, very very nice. But when you don't have access to it, you can just use any milk of your choice. I added in some nutmeg and salt as well as essence. The essence is optional, but the essence, if it's too much, so once I'm done, I just add in the vegetables and I mix it in beautifully, and then I add in my proteins. For today, I was using sausage as my main proteins in this. I'm just going to add it into the mixture. Then I have the egg mixture all set. So by the time you are done with your egg mixture and everything, your party tins with your pastry base should be done. So that one 5 minutes cry, okay. Then you just pour your mixture, your egg vegetable mixture into them. So you can just use a little to help you do that. Please don't feel like extreme so it's overflowing. Worst case, almost at the brim. So you just need to do that. And then I always leave a little bit of the proteins aside until we are now said, the sausage then some So once this is done, it can then proceed into your oven. And like I always say, if you want to bake, make sure you preheat your oven before your stuff goes in there. Always preheat your oven before they go in there. And by preheating, you can put it high, let it heat up a bit. Put it to your 180. It's always good when you bake at 180, like midway. And you should be bringing cold, like if it's in your cold and you're too hot and you're too low, that balance helps you bake, especially for beginners who are now learning to bake. So once this is done, is then ready to go into the oven. This can take you up to like 10 minutes or 15 minutes maximum to cook, because egg doesn't take long to cook and the vegetables too don't really take long to soften up. So within 10-15 minutes, your quiche should be ready to be served, and you can have it without the crust like I did with the egg mixture, or with the crust like I did with the pastry base. So do support the channel with your views, like, subscription, and do well to share this video to someone. Until I see you in the next food video, do live life to the fullest. Be joyous, be merry. Lots of love from my team and I.